I came after they had already started practicing, so I joined them. I sang a few songs. At the end of our singing, there was a march that was coming in from the Children's Park. It was an anniversary march for the 3 months of the occupation here in San Diego. And it was celebratory, and because we were against all odds still involved in this movement. So I moved away from the women Occupy and I went towards where the marchers were coming in and I cheered for them. As I turned, I saw a police yellow tape going up. So I was thinking very quickly, this all happened super quickly, but I was thinking, well, I should probably be on the side of the yellow tape back with the women. So, but before I knew it, someone bumped into me. And I looked up and it was a police officer. The rest, I need to wait and see what the police report says about what he did, but I can tell you that he did some pretty awful things, and some of it is videotaped. And I was hurt pretty severely, and I am seeing a physician for that. I have recognized the officer, and I have identified him, and I've talked to the police department about it and internal affairs. I have talked to an attorney named Nick Johnson, who's one of the pro bono attorneys that we've talked about. He also had said it probably will be thrown out, and I have also been looking into civil. We've been here every day, and we have some people who are brave heroes of this movement who are here daily, taking the brunt of what the cops are doing. And we as women came to say we support those young men and women who are dealing with this daily basis of assault because they're trying to be the voice for us. And they're silenced and we're silenced, then what do the rest of you have to look forward to? Not a whole lot. So we've been here every day, and whether the media is here or not is irrelevant because we're still doing our work. We have seen that the systems in this country are corrupt through and through. Every system, healthcare, the banking system, education system, the prison system. Now I've gotten to see, you know, how corrupt it is from the inside. And we're saying that we used to try to fight for small little pieces of the pie and to get some kind of victories, but now the Occupy Wall Street movement and the 99% movement is saying we want it all. We're done asking for our rights. We are going to have our rights.
Well, Channel 6 video last night.
Thank you.
Your reaction? Cops haven't responded. They are talking at this common point. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm not surprised because they've got some problems that they have to deal with. And they are going to have to deal with the fact that these are not rogue, this is not one rogue cop. This guy was out of control and he lost his temper and he didn't follow his policies, that's for sure. But he's doing what somebody's telling him to do. So that's the problem they have.
I spoke to the assistant chief this morning.
I died to this. We go every week to speak at City Council, and we do the open speaking time. I've gone 3 times and sat there for 3 hours each time and not been able to speak. It's not democracy. We're not being heard. And so for us to give up this space and say, oh, well, we'll go somewhere else if you want us to, is pointless, because this is where we need to be. This is where the movement is. This is what the issue is.
This is the public square.
This is the public square.
I have a question.
We have no interest in battling with the police.
Yeah.
The battle for the turf allows us to get our issues before the public. This country has a long history of civil disobedience. It's often the last recourse of a desperate population. And that's the situation we find ourselves in. We've talked to City Council, we've talked to the Mayor's office, we talk with the police department. They leave us no option but to be civil disobedient and bring this case to the court of public opinion.
Well, let me just say, I didn't engage in civil disobedience. Right. I was surprised and shocked by the attack, and I was surprised and shocked by my arrest. So I was just here doing my free speech exercise.
Stephanie, do you see that the Occupy movement is losing ground with the mainstream media
No, we don't feel that way at all. We actually, we do need to wrap it up, but what we think is that, what I personally think, I can't speak for the movement, what I think is that we actually are so effective. For the first time you see people from every class, poor to upper middle class, you see homeless people, you see people of all colors and all ages together, uniting, because together our common interest is stronger than our individual interests. And that frightens the leaders. And if they're frightened of a 51-year-old woman with a kidney transplant, then that's where we're at in our movement, and that's where we are in this country. And so look at this, sing it off.
All right.